Muslims who live in Western countries, in particular Western countries, are challenged every single day in terms of their Islamic identity. And it's probably more prevalent with sisters because they are more, let's say, overtly Muslim. Men can somewhat cover it up a little bit. From your perspective, what is the modern Muslim's identity? And how do we safeguard and celebrate that?
Sorry, I'm giving you the worst answers, but I don't buy any of it.
Okay.
I think all of this is nonsense. I went to Pakistan, and girls came up to me that go to some of the most expensive schools in Pakistan. I met with their families. These are 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds that are saying, when I start praying in school, all the girls make fun of me. What should I do? That's not in New York. That's not in Melbourne. That's not in Sydney. That's not in London. That's in Karachi. That's in Lahore. That's in Cairo. That's in the Muslim world. You think wearing hijab is hard in the West? Try it in the Muslim world. See what happens. You think it's easier there? No. You think it's hard working as a Muslim female in a Western company? You think that's hard? Try working as a Muslim female in the Muslim world in a company. See what happens. See what they go. Listen to their stories. Allah is going to put every man, woman, child, every believer will be put through a test. And the environment is part of our test. And we're not some special creature that's being tested in more ways than others. In fact, the way I look at it is, shaitan is everywhere. It's not like shaitan's in Australia, but he took a break in Bangladesh. And he's like, oh, those are Muslims. Let me just stay focused here with the kuffar. That's not how that works. Let me just tell you. You hear the adhan over there in the Muslim world. You see the halal restaurants in the Muslim world. You see more beards and more hijabs and more niqabs and all that stuff. And you see more hufaz of the Quran. You're like, this is an Islamic society because of the chicken, right? This is what makes it more Islamic.
Yeah.
Or if you're driving through, I was driving through a neighborhood in Sydney and there's a lot of halal stores. Oh, this is a really thriving Muslim community. Hold on a second. These are very external, peripheral markers of the presence of Muslims. This has nothing to do with the strength of a Muslim community. And the issue is if a young person here is going to university and they're having a crisis with like gender fluidity and the feminism debates and agnosticism, atheism, all this kind of stuff, right? They're facing that stuff. Let me tell you, every one of these debates is happening in universities in the Muslim world. Every one of them. The world is a global place now. So we're not in some special kind of problem. We're just not. So what's the solution for all of us? It's not even just for the West, first of all. I think we should be thinking about all of us, right? It's a global circumstance. And what I think needs to happen now is we need to internalize certain truths. And one of them is the next generation of Muslims cannot survive if they are not Muslim on both spiritual and intellectual terms. What that means is, I know why I'm Muslim. And the answer to that is not because my dad's Muslim, my mom's Muslim, I was born in a Muslim family. That's not going to be enough of an answer. We're going to have to teach the education system for Muslims, and the curriculum should be such that by the time they're 10, 12 years old, they actually can convincingly articulate what makes them Muslim and why. Why? Because actually right after that, high school and older, even sooner then, but absolutely high school and older, that why is going to get questioned all the time. Right now we're in a situation, even the adults, when you go to the office and somebody says, why do you pray 5 times? Why do you guys do that? Why do you dress like that? You guys are so hard on yourselves, etc., etc. Then you come to me and say, Ustad, my coworker is asking a question, what should I say? Like, Meri Jaan, if you have to come and ask me a question, what about your kids? Yeah. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? So you don't even know how to answer the question, right? So we're going to have to really rethink and restructure what it means to have the right kind of education. And I don't think we should design it for kids. I think we should design it for families. If families aren't having a conversation like that with each other, there's no sheikh, speaker, YouTube series or whatever, or app or course or program or masjid that's going to give your kids Islam. If it's not you giving it as a family, you're not getting it. That's my take on that.